This is a webinar organized by Education Malaysia in Riyadh particularly for awards international school students. But we invited almost many schools in the region, and we don't know how many of them are attending. We have Ms. Summer, the representative of Education Malaysia, and we have Ms. Nisa also from EMGA, and Mr. Dailan and Ms. Amina Nadir. So the webinar will be very precise and to the point, and at the end of the webinar, we will provide you question and answer time for any questions you have. If you don't have the mic access, we will provide you. You may can even ask your voice questions, or you can type, or even if you cannot reach now, you can contact me over the phone or WhatsApp, or even you can email me. Thank you very much, everyone, for attending today. I'll give it over to Ms. Summer.
All right. Hi, everybody. Hello. I hope everyone's good and doing well. We are having a very international webinar right now. I am currently not in Saudi Arabia, and I am speaking on behalf of Malaysia. So let's just hope everything goes well. So let me introduce myself. My name is Summer Fatma. I am an educational counselor from Education Malaysia Global Assist. We are an agency that is based in Riyadh and Jeddah. We do career counseling and also connect students to different universities. This webinar, we joined hand with Mr. Aman over here, and we said, let's do a webinar for students to make them understand about the system of studying in Malaysia, different subjects in Malaysia as well. So the system of studying in Malaysia, let me just give a brief. There are different levels of studies that a student can go into. The first level is foundation. Second level is undergrad or like we call it bachelor's. The last level is postgraduate. Mostly what I know of Mr. Aman is that the students would be either going for foundation or bachelor's, and the panel that we have over here are going to be talking about different subjects such as medicine, engineering, IT, business, and finance. All right. So for the foundation year is for students who want to explore what they want to study. Also, it is for students, it's 1 year of studies to understand the way of studying in Malaysia, and also moving forward into whichever field they want to go to. Foundation has different subjects, different main subjects, let's say science, engineering, IT, business, and also arts, depending on different universities. All right. So let's, I'll always be here for your questions. Mr. Aman is here as well. Now let's just go towards our panelists over here who are talking different things, and you can speak to now. I'll call Miss Magbula Abed from Taylor's University. She'll be speaking about medicine. She is the International Student Recruitment Officer here in the regional office of Taylor's. Now, over to you, Ms. Magbula.
Hi. Hey, guys.
Hi, Ms. Magbula. Yes, we can hear you.
Shall I start?
Yes. Yes, Magbula, you can start.
Go ahead.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum first. I'm Magbula from Taylor's University, Malaysia. I would like to first, can I share my screen, guys?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I would like to share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay. Can you try?
Permission?
Yeah,
Permission
I think we already get the permission. Can you try first, Ms. Magbula?
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let me know if everything is clear first.
Miss Magbula, we can't hear the sound of your video.
You cannot hear?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to share, when you share it, enable the audio.
I need, sorry, what?
You have to enable the audio when you share the screen,
I
the
think it's
video,
enabled
yeah.
already. Let me check again. Hmm. I don't know why you guys cannot hear. Okay, let's skip the video then.
When you share the video, on the bottom, there is a option share the sound. So just try that.
Sorry, again. Can you come again?
When you're sharing it, okay, on the bottom of your screen, there is
Mhm.
option share the sound. Click share the sound.
It's shared already.
With the sound, audio. It's okay.
It's all right, Miss Magbula, it's all right. You can speak about the
Yeah,
medicine program.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, guys, I would like to introduce the university to you. I know the topic is about MBBS program, but basically I'm gonna just start with talking about the university in general. As you know, Taylor's is one of the private universities in Malaysia. It's actually in a private university in Malaysia and in South Asia as well. You can say, you know, if we were talking about ranking as well, it's like, as we can see here, it's 89 in Asia and #1 private university in Malaysia and South Asia as well. So, okay. I really want to play a video here. Still cannot hear? Okay, no worries. Okay, I will I will talk about a little bit of the programs we offer here. We have business, Taylor's Business School, and we have also architecture. All these programs, as you can see, and also, okay. So moving to the medical school. Okay, the program will be like 5 years program if we are talking about a British curriculum. If you're joining us by A-level, like the British curriculum, as I mentioned, you have to have at least 3 subjects, okay, in A-levels. If you're joining O-levels, you have to do foundation or our foundation or any of our foundation programs. Including SACE program. Okay, the medium of study, of course, is English. Okay. 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 Okay, here's some facilities. at the university, museum as well. The laboratory. Okay, going back to this. Okay.
Okay, everybody, I'm really sorry. I believe we've been having some kind of connection error with Miss Magbula Taylors. I'll just give an introduction to what we wanted to tell all of you about medicine. So basically, medicine program is a 5-year program in Malaysia. After, like Miss Magbula mentioned, after your A levels, and in your A levels, we need at least 3 subjects. 2 of which should be your science, and the last one should be either mathematics or physics. So biology, chemistry, physics, or mathematics. So these are the 3 subjects for your A levels. Then you get a direct entry, but there is a few processes that you follow through. There is going to be an interview for your MBBS, and then you go into the medicine program. The medicine program is 2 years of theory, and 3 years after the theory, 2 years, 3 years of practical work as well as theory. So this is the medicine program at Taylor's University. We have one question over here: is 6 minimum subjects for O levels? Yes, if you've done O levels, 6 minimum subjects is fine. But if you've done O levels, you go into foundation year, which is 1 year of studies. You pass that level and get an entry requirement at O level, at foundation, at foundation, and then you do an interview and then go to MBBS, all right? So this is the system of studying in Malaysia, in Taylor's as well. Taylor's University is having some connection errors, so no problem there. We were here to assist you, so no worries about that. Because now that we have a little bit of time, I will take 2 more questions. I'll take over here. There's a question saying SAT scores. SAT scores, basically SAT scores is for students who are doing American system, all right? So American system students, first and foremost, we need to see your result card, all right? So students, we will see your result card, and then from there, we will tell you if you're going to get a direct entry. That would be really good percentages. You're getting recommendation from your biology teacher, chemistry teacher, physics and mathematics teachers. So every MBBS student is a very different process that goes through. SAT scores. SAT is something that in Malaysia, we do not consider. We usually follow the British system. That is why SAT is not considered. But your American high school diploma that you're going to get, I believe you're from Rawad, Mr. Hatem. All right. So the American system that you're going to get your result from, that'll be good enough. So you can send it to us and we'll work forward from there. Okay, so now that I've taken up enough time, let's move to Mr. Dylan from Swinburne University. Swinburne University is basically an Australian university that has a campus in Malaysia. All right, this university is based, I'll let Mr. Dylan speak about this, but he's going to speak about IT and computer. And over to you, Mr. Dylan.
Thank you, Samer. And thank you everyone for attending. Thank you EMGA for hosting us. Hi everyone, my name is Dylan. I am from Malaysia, and as you can see from the name of my university, it's in Sarawak. Sarawak is actually in another part of Malaysia, not in the capital city, not in Kuala Lumpur. If okay, let me share my screen. Hopefully this works. Let's please let me know if you don't see my slides coming up shortly. Okay, can everyone see this? Hopefully,
yes,
it's
Mr.
a yes.
Dylan, we can see.
Okay, great. All right, great. Okay, let's start. So the future is now, and we are from Swinburne University of Technology, Sarawak Campus. So as Ms. Samer did mention, we are an Australian university. So originally we are from Melbourne City in Australia, and where we have been for more than 100 years. And I am from the Sarawak campus, Swinburne Sarawak in Malaysia, which has been in Malaysia for just over 20 years. We were established in the year 2000, and we are the only international branch campus of Swinburne University of Technology. Right, so even though we are actually a young university, we are under 50 years old, we've been able to get into the top 50 of young universities under 50 worldwide. And we also enjoy a few rankings. As you can see here, we are generally in the top 1.5% worldwide. Our business school has also AACSB accreditation, and we also have very well-ranked engineering and art and design programs. I think when you saw previously from Ms. Makbula's presentation, you could see that actually we are from different universities, but we actually also share similar programs, but each of us will focus on a different area of study. So for me today, it will be on computing and IT. So I will get into that in a moment, but let me just introduce the university a bit more. So Swinburne, as a University of Technology, our focus is very much on industry-engaged learning. And you can see from our graduate employability, more than 93%, up to 100% of our graduates do find employment within 6 months. And being Australian graduates, they are hired by the top 100 global brands worldwide. So in this slide, you can start to see already some IT companies that that snatch our graduates within 6 months of graduation, of completing their degree, whether from the Malaysia or the Australia campus. So, okay, where are we? The name of our city is Kuching, and it's in East Malaysia in the state of Sarawak. So for those of you who are only familiar with Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, we're actually in East Malaysia. So it's about an hour-and-a-half flight on the island of Borneo. So we're actually halfway between Singapore to Brunei. So we are the 4th largest city in Malaysia, and we're a city campus. On the right of this screen, you actually see, there are quite a number of airlines that serve direct routes to our city, Kuching. And coming from where you are, it could be in Saudi, in UAE. There will also be code sharing flights which will get you directly to Kuching in Malaysia. Okay, that's our city. It's not very big. It's a population is just under 1 million. And that's the city center. But if you look at the right-hand top corner, that's generally where our campus is. It's about 10 minutes from the city center itself. Okay, so why Swinburne in Sarawak? First of all, we are an Australian campus in Malaysia. So we offer fully Australian degrees, which can be completed in Malaysia. So you can do 3 years, 4 years in Malaysia, get an Australian degree, or you can also transfer to the main campus in Melbourne. Secondly, studying in Malaysia, you actually pay a lot lower fees compared to Australia. Generally, it's about 1/3 of the Australian tuition fee. And if you talk about living expenses, it's even much lower living as a student in Malaysia compared to Australia. Thirdly, we have very flexible and attractive mobility options, or what we call inter-campus exchange and transfer. I can go into that a bit later. And lastly, as you saw in the previous slide, we have very strong graduate outcomes. So these are some of the reasons international students choose to study at the Swinburne campus in Sarawak in Malaysia. Okay, this slide shows you actually what I mean by affordable living costs in Malaysia. So just looking at these figures, you can get an idea of, of the accommodation, your weekly meals, your entertainment, transportation in the city of Kuching. So even if you compare it to, I think one of the students is from Riyadh. So even if you compare Riyadh, the Malaysian ringgit is similar to the Riyal, but if you look at the expenses, you could agree that living as a student in Malaysia, it's actually very affordable. Okay, so here's just a view of our campus. It is a city campus, so it's very close to a shopping mall, 2 mosques, 24-hour eateries, a 3-star hotel. So our students get to enjoy the city comforts just outside the campus. Inside, we also have our own student accommodation. Right, we currently have about 4,000 students at the Sarawak campus from over 50 countries. About 80% are Malaysian, and the remainder, so about 18-20%, are international students. So they come from over 50 countries. A bit about our academic staff. We have close to 200 teaching staff from about 13 countries at the moment. The majority of them are PhD holders, and we have very attractive also staff to student ratio. That means for every 18 students at the university, there is 1 teaching staff. Right, so these are the courses that we do offer at the Sarawak campus. So we've got arts, business, computing, design, engineering, and science. And today I'll be focusing on computing. The level ranges from foundation to diploma, to bachelor's degree, to master's, all the way up to PhD. So you can do all this at the Sarawak campus. Right, so this slide shows you all the courses that are available at the Sarawak campus. But if you look at the one in yellow, that's where we will focus on today. And okay, before we get to that, just a bit more about the professional recognition. So being an Australian university awarding Australian degrees, many of our degrees are accredited worldwide. So in the case of computing and IT degrees, you'll find that our degrees are accredited by the Australian Computer Society, among others, and in Malaysia also by MBOT, the Malaysia Board of Technology. Okay, so in Swinburne, Sarawak, we offer 2 bachelor degrees in IT and 1 master's program. So namely, you will see we have a Bachelor of Computer Science, which is 3 years. That's what I'll be focusing on. We also have a Bachelor of ICT, Bachelor of Information and Communication Technology, which is also 3 years. And after your degree, or after you do any degree, you can choose to do a Master of IT, which takes 2 years. And all of these degrees are awarded from Australia. So even though you complete all your studies in the Malaysia campus, you will be getting an Australian degree. All right, the Bachelor of Computer Science, by far our most popular IT program. It is a 3-year degree. And during that 3 years, you can actually choose among 5 different majors. So we've got artificial intelligence, AI, we've got cybersecurity, we've got data science, we've got IoT, Internet of Things, and we've got software development. So this whole program is accredited with the Australian Computer Society at the professional level. So even from the start, you can choose the major and focus on your study area. As you can see, all these majors are in demand worldwide. As we know, computer science is a fast-growing field, easily 15% growth year on year. So we offer these in the Malaysia campus because there is a global demand for graduates in any of these majors. Okay, so this slide talks about the mobility options between Malaysia and Australia. Being a Swinburne student, you can always choose to go to the Australia campus, either as an exchange student for 1 semester, or you could even transfer directly and complete your degree there. Either way, you will be getting the same Australian degree. We also run exchange programs with some other partners in other countries, for example, in China, Germany, India, Japan, and South Korea. So you have a lot of flexibility even during your 3-year degree. And in computer science, one of the features is we do have internships. That means in addition to your classes, you can choose to do a 6 or 12-month internship with one of our industry partners. It could be in Malaysia, it could be in a neighboring country, it could be back in in the Middle East, it could be anywhere you like. It will be arranged by our faculty. And during this internship, you're actually working full-time. So you're getting very valuable hands-on experience, networking with professionals. And in many cases, our interns do secure jobs even before they graduate. Okay, so this one talks about entry requirements. So hopefully you'll be able to see your own high school qualification here. Generally, if you're from Tanawiyah, with at least 70%, we can offer you entry into our foundation program. Same for O levels or IGCSE, with at least 5 Cs, you can join a foundation. Those of you who have A levels or have done American high school or IB, you can actually join the bachelor program directly. So if you're not sure, just feel free to share with us your results. We'll be happy to advise right away. Okay, the next few slides will just show you some pictures of our facilities. So here's the Cisco lab. So Cisco is more into networking, cybersecurity. Here's another cybersecurity lab. IoT lab. Okay, yeah, a lot of computers. Mac lab. Okay, so some students do prefer to do their work on Apple platform. So we do have a Mac lab besides Windows as well. Open labs, okay, for all students. If you just need a terminal with internet printing, we have 24-hour open labs as well on campus. Lecture room, okay, besides labs, when you have your typical classes, you have your lecture room. You also have a tutorial room when you have your discussions. Besides classes, we have sports, multi-purpose hall on campus, indoor basketball, squash, badminton. We have a gym as well in the multi-purpose hall. So these are all available to our students. Chilling Crib is our student lounge. So in between classes, if you just want to hang out on campus, we have a Chilling Crib. And actually at the moment, the campus is undergoing an upgrade. About 50% of the campus will be upgraded and will be completed starting from next year. So we'll have an even larger student lounge, innovation hub, student village, food hall. So these will all be waiting for those of you who are currently in high school and maybe graduating from next year. And besides that, we have over 50 active student clubs. So, besides classes, there's plenty you can do on campus. The ones you see here are the more active ones, but you could also always form your own club if you wish. Okay, this picture shows the on-campus accommodation, also currently undergoing an upgrade. So this is an artist depiction of the on-campus accommodation when it's completed. Besides that, we have plenty of off-campus options available, starting from just next door to the university. That's a 2-minute walk. We have off-campus options. We have other options within 5 or 10 minutes drive as well. So depending on your preference, you might want to be closer to campus. You want to be closer to the city center. There are plenty of options, and we can assist you to secure your accommodation. Right. Even this, if you like a fully furnished option in the city center, we can help you put you in touch with the accommodation provider as well. Right. Okay. So I think that is the end of my slides. Here you can actually see different ways you can connect with us. All the course information is on our website, or just talk to us. And our Facebook page is also very active. It's updated almost daily. Coincidentally, on Wednesday, the day after tomorrow, we're actually going to have a webinar on data science. So if those of you who are interested in data science, check out our Facebook page and do sign up. And we also have very active Twitter and Instagram pages, as well as very interesting videos on our YouTube channel. So yes, so that's it from me. That's my name, email, and contact number. Please feel free to get in touch. Or, I think Ms. Samer is here, and also EMGA. So thanks, everyone. I'm sorry if I didn't see any questions, because I can't see the chat box from now, but I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And we can take some questions.
Sir, the first question I've received was,
All right.
A levels, what are your requirements for Bachelor Computer Science?
All right. Thank you. Okay, so A levels, yes, we do require a minimum of 3 A levels to get direct admission into the bachelor's degree. Preferably, you have a math and a science. I know some students do take computer science in A levels. So ideally, you would have math and computer science, but the only requirement is math. So if you have math and then any two subjects in A levels, and in terms of grades, we are looking at 8 points, which is at least 2 C's and a D. That gets you entry into the degree program. So with 2 C's and a D, we can offer you entry into the Bachelor of Computer Science, for example. With 2 B's and above, we are starting to give out some scholarships. So you know, do your best, and we will be happy to reward you based on your results. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Similar question to the previous one. SAT scores required.
Okay. Thanks. So I think, Samira, you did explain previously. Same. We do accept the American High School Diploma. We used to require SAT, but no longer. So if you got SAT, great. If you don't, it's fine. We'll just look at your American High School Diploma. And with at least a CGPA of 3.4, we also start to give some scholarships. So, you know, yeah, work hard and get rewarded.
All right. So last question. This is from my end.
Okay.
The English requirement is what for both A levels and American Diploma?
Okay. American Diploma, I think the good news is you can use your American Diploma to get direct admission because we know it's an American system. With A levels and O levels, we just need a minimum of C in O level English or A level general paper, any language subject. Bear in mind that it has to be done within the last 3 years in order to be accepted. So if you're coming fresh out of O levels, A levels, that's fine. You don't need IELTS or TOEFL. But for those of you who do not meet the English requirement, we can always accept IELTS, TOEFL, or, you know, because of the pandemic, we can now also accept a Duolingo score. So if you've got any of these, we're happy to assess.
All right. Okay, sir. So there are more questions coming up, but all students, we are here to help you out. We are going to move forward to another university, but Mr. Dylan, thank you so much. And you've also provided all the information that the students need. Hopefully they will get to you or to us, and we'll get back to you. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. All right, so let's move forward to business and finance. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ms. Cynthia over here from APU University, Asia Pacific University. She'll be speaking about business and finance. Also, she'll be giving you a brief about APU. Ms. Cynthia, over to you.
All right, thank you, Samir, for the introduction and invitation. Okay, good day, everyone. Good afternoon or good evening. Okay, I'm not too sure what your time zones are over there. I think it's about 2 to 3 hours difference from Malaysia. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Cynthia. Okay, I'm from Malaysia as well. Okay, so now we are at about 10 p.m. in Malaysia. So I'm very thrilled today to actually just share with you guys more about Asia Pacific University, okay, or what we call APU. So just let me share my screen real quick. Okay, so let me know if you're not able to see my screen or you're not able to hear me clearly, all right? So APU, also known as Asia Pacific University. Okay, so we are also the one of the leading university for technology and innovation in Malaysia itself. Okay, so we are actually based in Kuala Lumpur. So it's like the city center of, the capital of, Malaysia itself. Okay, all right. So in terms of what you call that, accessibility from overseas is actually very, very simple. Okay, so you just have to take a flight to Kuala Lumpur and we'll be at Kuala Lumpur itself. Okay, so before we move into our topic about business today, let me just do a very simple introduction about our university. Okay, so we are actually established in 1993 as the Asia Pacific Institute of IT, or we call it APIT. All right, so we actually started as an initiative by the Malaysian government in order to produce more IT graduates or IT talents for the country. Okay, so until today, okay, both APIT and APU has produced more than 40,000 graduates. Okay, so we are actually top rated among top 10 Malaysian private university, okay, in the Asia category. And we have currently have 12,000 of active students, all right, from all over the world. Okay, so our student population is about 50% international students and 50% local students. So I can say that our learning culture here is very, very diverse. Okay, it's one of the most, I would say, multicultural learning experience that is there to offer in Malaysia itself. Okay, all right. So again, among Malaysia, the leading university for computing technology, engineering, business, actuarial science, accounting, finance, design, and etc. So we have a lot more other programs. Okay, all right. So just a little bit about rankings. Okay, so we have participated in the recent ranking, which is a 2021 QS World Ranking, the Asia category. Okay, so we have ranked the among the top 10 private university in Malaysia. Okay, so one thing I would like to just highlight here is actually the box on the bottom, the most right bottom, okay, which is the rated 5-star for online learning under this QS Star 2021. Okay, so since the pandemic hit us last year, so we actually moved our learning online. Okay, we have transformed digitally to online. Okay, so this ranking actually shows that we are able to provide the standard, okay, the highest standard, the highest support to our students, okay, in terms of online learning. So if any students who are very, very concerned in terms of online learning that, you know, you might not be able to focus, you might not be able to catch up and all these things, you do not have to worry. Okay, so our academic team and our non-academic team are always ready to support and to guide students further during your online learning journey here. Okay, and good news is a lot of country bans are actually lifted, so students are actually allowed to come into Malaysia. Okay, so you guys can actually, if you are interested to study in Malaysia, in Asia Pacific University Malaysia, you can actually make your plan ahead and then to actually fly into Malaysia and study with us. Okay, so the next is this 100% employability. Okay, so we actually received this 100% employability rate. Okay, this is not a self-proclaimed statement, by the way. It's actually done by this latest graduate tracer study by the Higher Education Malaysia. Okay, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia. So a lot of our students, before they even graduate, they are managed to find a job. Okay, reason because I would say one thing is that we provide the highest education quality to our students. Okay, and also one thing I would say is also the internship opportunities here that we provide to students. Okay, so all the students are required to go for a 4-month internship, okay, before you all graduate. Okay, so this internship actually provides first-hand experience, okay, in terms of how the working field will look like. Okay, so in terms of finding job, okay, so we have a career center on campus that is already to help students, you know, in terms of finding the suitable suitable job. Okay, and also we used to have what you call that, mega career fair every year. Okay, of course, these 2 years because of the pandemic, okay, we are not able to do so. But hopefully moving forward, when the things are much more stable in Malaysia, okay, we can actually carry forward with our career mega fair, where we will have more than 100 the companies, okay, come on campus to actually have face-to-face interview, face-to-face conversation and sharings with our students. Okay. All right, so here are just some of our partners, okay, industry partners and collaborations with our industry partners. Okay, so we have IT based, we have non-IT based. Okay, so this is some example for you guys to have a look. All right, so let's talk about what are the programs that is available here at APU. So we provide a computing technology program, we provide engineering program, we have accounting, banking, finance, actuarial studies program. We have media and communication program, international relations, psychology, design, and last but not least, which is business, which brings me to today's topic. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys a very, very short topic in terms of business, okay? Business with a technology age. All right, so I believe we all actually went through a very, very big transformation over last year and this year, okay, when the pandemic hits us. All right, so our way of daily lifestyle has changed because of the pandemic. A lot of the countries, including Malaysia, okay, we have went for a full lockdown last year, okay, for more than 3 months actually, on and off a little bit. Okay, so simple things like, things that we take for granted, like going out for shopping, going to buy things, meet friends and all these things, we are not able to do so, or we are not able to do so very, very frequent because of this pandemic situation here. Okay, so a lot of our ways of purchasing goods and services has changed, right? Which mostly involves the usage of technologies and the internet. Without the internet, we can't actually connect with friends. We cannot buy things. We often do online shopping and even for online food ordering and things like that. Yeah. Okay. So we cannot deny that things will not be able to progress without the help of technology. So I'm here to share with you guys about this. Okay, so in terms of this transformation, how does it affect business in general? Okay, a lot of people will say that, business is just business, it doesn't really change much. Actually, you are pretty much wrong. Okay, so the help of digital technology actually brings a lot more advantage to business or to organization, in the sense that they actually create more opportunities. Okay, they help to actually reach out to more people. Okay, they increase a lot of productivity because a lot of things can be done online. You no longer need to do things manually. Okay, and also to streamline communication in terms of everyone gathers the same set of information and everyone shares the same thing. So you will reduce the risk of having miscommunication. So it helps in many, many ways. All right, so just a quick quote from Bill Gates. Okay, information technology and business are becoming inextricably interwoven. I don't think anybody can talk meaningful about one without talking about the other. So meaning to say, information technology, IT, and business are now becoming more and more inseparable. Okay. Oops. Okay, so just a very quick one. All right. In Asia in general, we have the largest percentage of internet users. So that actually creates a lot more potential. Okay, that actually creates a lot more potential for business IT, or for a business that uses the technology to expand their business, to reach out to more audiences, to reach out to more different potential clients, potential partners all around the globe. Okay. All right, so the future of e-commerce after COVID-19, okay, will increase by 25% by the year of 2025. Okay, so this is a survey done by MarketWatch. And also because of that, mobile business and mobile shopping is actually growing. Okay, I'm sure we all know, by now we are all very familiar with online shopping. Okay, I'm not too sure what do you guys use in your country, but in Malaysia, we use this a lot, like Shopee, Lazada, Zalora, even food ordering like Food Panda, Grab Food, or now we are having this Asia food as well. Okay, so the sales made via mobile devices will increase by 15% since 2016. Okay, 73% of e-commerce sales were made by mobile devices by the end of 2021. Okay, so you can see that businesses nowadays depends on the internet a lot in terms of making their sales. Okay. All right, so I'm going to share a little bit in terms of e-business and e-commerce, because I'm sure that a lot of students here has actually came across these words, e-business, e-commerce. Okay, what do they actually mean, e-commerce or e-business? Okay, so for e-commerce actually stands for electronic commerce. Okay, so meaning it's actually the process of buying or purchasing or selling goods and services through electronic devices. So it's the action of buying things online, or the online transaction. This is what we call e-commerce. Okay, so you have online buying, online selling, ticket booking, online hotel booking, banking, social networking, and things like that. So these are what we call e-commerce. So for e-business, it's actually a wider scope as compared to e-commerce. Okay, so e-business stands for electronic business. So basically, it's the online presence of a business or an organization online. Okay, so e-business actually includes e-commerce. Okay, includes the production processes, the other electronic functions. Okay, and then just an example like customer service, online payment system, resource management, human resource management, training, information sharing, data collection, and things like that. Okay, so in short, e-commerce is just part of e-business, whereby e-business is actually the bigger game. Okay, all right. So another quick quote, okay, from Tim O'Reilly. All right, every industry and every organizations will have to transform in itself in the next few years. All right, so this is already proven. What is coming at us is bigger than the original internet. Okay, and you need to understand it, get on board with it, and figure out how to transform your business. Okay, so other than just relying on just, putting your business on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, you have to come up with more ideas in terms of how do you manage your crowd, how do you manage your business online. Okay, for example, a lot of people actually reach out to more different clients or audience on TikTok by creating different funny contents on TikTok. Right, TikTok nowadays is a very trending things that I think anyone would know. Okay, so they indirectly promote their products or their services through TikTok. Yeah, so this is one of the way to get famous or get more popularity for your business. Okay, so e-business is the future. All right, so now when we talk about business, we have to have the digital mindset in mind. Okay, whereby business nowadays is not just like, the conventional business whereby it's just buying and selling of things. It's not as simple as that anymore. Okay, so we have to think more, or we have to think beyond it on how do you manage it, or how do you expand it in a bigger scale. Okay, with the lesser effort. Okay, all right, so that is pretty much about business sharing. Okay, so next I'm going to share with you what are the business programs that we have here at APU. Okay, so here at APU, we have the business management program, the conventional, the generic business management program. We have the international business management. Okay, so we have two very specialization. Okay, which is the e-business program. Okay, so if you guys are interested with whatever I just shared about the online business, the e-business, okay, so you can actually consider joining this e-business program. And we also have this digital leadership. Digital leadership is basically a program whereby we will teach students, other than management skills, okay, how do you have the digital mindset whereby you will be more sensitive to which kind of tools or which kind of technique, platform to use to expand your business or to reach out to more people. Okay, basically to transform your business from a conventional business to online business. Okay, so this is something that you will be learning in your digital leadership. Okay, so other than that, we have marketing management. Okay, we have a marketing management with digital specialism, digital marketing specialisms as well. Okay, so if you guys are interested in digital social media, in Instagram, TikTok, and all these things, digital marketing might be the suitable program for you. Okay. All right, so next I'm going to share with you about all our program highlight. Okay, why business program at APU? Okay, so I will bring it down to 3 points. Okay, so the first point is basically the IR 4.0, Industry Revolution 4.0 oriented course infused with IT management skills and knowledge. Okay, so other than just learning, business knowledge, business modules by theory, by the book. Okay, we as a Malaysia leading Malaysia leading computing university. Okay, a university that provides a computing and technology program. We integrated the essence of IT module into every programs that we have here at APU. Okay, so other than learning the business program, you get to expose to the relevant IT modules so that you are, not just like a usual business graduates, whereby you graduate with us, you are equipped with the necessary business knowledge and also IT knowledge. Okay, so that is the first one. Second one is basically industry collaboration and professional accreditation program. Okay, I'm going to share this with you guys later in a bit about what are the industry collaborations that we have and the professional accreditation program that we have here for students. Okay. The third one will be the multicultural learning environment that we provide to students. Okay, I already mentioned this now in my first few slides. Okay, so we actually have a very diverse backgrounds of students coming from 100 over countries. Okay, so students studying with us, they are able to connect with people from all around the world, without personally traveling over. Okay, so studying in Malaysia, other than get to know Malaysian friends, Chinese, Malay, Indian, you get to know more other students from other countries like Indonesian. You get to know what you call that, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and all these countries, Japan, Korea. We have students from China, so you get to learn a little bit about their culture, and then you will be more in terms of you will be more sensitive in terms of information sharing. Okay, what should you share, what should you not share, and all these things. All right, so this actually shape you, okay, in for your future. In terms of you will be more of a people person, okay? You will not be very, very shy when you talk to different people from various backgrounds and things like that, okay? All right, so the next one, I'm gonna share with you guys about the collaborative industry partners. Okay, so we are actually one of the SAP in University Alliances, okay, whereby we actually provide these SAP ERP modules in our business program. So students will be learning this SAP tools. Tools are hands-on. Okay, and then by the end of the study, you'll be getting a letter of participation from SAP, okay, meaning to say that you have gone through the training, okay, and then you are familiar with this SAP ERP system, okay. For those of you who doesn't know what is SAP ERP, okay, SAP ERP is basically what you call that, is a business information system that that is actually commonly used by a lot of big companies. Okay, so basically for the companies, they will basically have to key in all their information into this system. Okay, so the people or the personnel from different departments will be able to access to the same set of documents or information without having to ask them personally. Okay, all right, so this is one of it. Second is our Home Deal e-commerce platform. Okay, so we actually partner with Home Deal. Okay, so this is actually an e-commerce platform whereby we actually provide students with a real world platform for students to practice e-business skills. Okay, so student will be actually working on real life project, dealing with real life clients and customers. Okay, all right, so not just dealing with like your friends, your family members and all these things, but you will be dealing with like real customers, and you'll be dealing with real vendors, real clients. Okay, and then you'll be
Miss
handling
Cynthia,
like
you have 1 minute left.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No, you can complete your questions.
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, so before I go into deep, okay, this is something that I would like to just highlight. Okay, just now I mentioned about professional accreditation. Okay, so our business programs are all CMI accredited. Okay, so students are able to actually offer this APU CMI dual accreditation in the sense that you are able to hop on to this fast track in becoming a chartered manager, in getting a chartered manager status. Okay, so what's so good about this CMI? Okay, CMI is actually one of the professional institute based in UK that actually produce chartered managers. Okay, so we partnering with them, okay, actually provides students with a lot of all these benefits. Okay, so you get to access to their online learning portal, you have a full access to CMI Career Development Center, you have mentoring opportunities, and also what I mentioned, the fast track to chartered manager status. Okay, so these are the benefits that you'll be getting by signing up for this APU CMI dual accreditation program, and it's available to all of our business students. Okay, and also we also offer dual degree award. Okay, dual degree award meaning to say that upon graduation, you'll be getting 2 certificates, one from APU, which is a Malaysian-based certificate, and the other one will be from De Montfort University, which is a university based in Leicester, UK. Okay, all right, so this is also available for all of our degree programs. All right, and just some of the competition and achievements. Okay, so this is actually won by our business students. Okay, they actually won 100,000 ringgit of seed funding for their programs, for their project. Okay, to actually continue to develop their projects. Okay, so this is actually earlier this year. This happened earlier this year. So our students get to participate in Alibaba Global E-commerce Talent Challenge. Okay, and then we have the World Asian Case Competition, whereby students actually fly over to countries like Korea to actually participate in all these competitions. Okay, a very quick sharing about our APU School of Business alumni. So basically, they are all from all over the world. So you are able to connect with them, and then connect with all these alumni or your seniors on LinkedIn. Okay, so if you guys have LinkedIn, you can do that. And if you guys have any more information, if you guys need any more information about our programs, our university, you can always check on our website, www.apu.edu.my. And that is all from my side. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Cynthia. We do not have time for question and answer. But let me just say, we received a question earlier, just one question about your finance program. If you can just give us a little brief on your finance,
Okay.
especially bachelors.
Okay, sure. So for
Yeah.
finance, I'll just go through it very quickly. Okay, so as I mentioned, we do provide accounting, banking, finance program here. Okay, so we have accounting, finance, and also banking and finance. Okay, so let me just grab the list real quick so that you guys would roughly know what it is. Okay, so for accounting and finance program, okay, we have 4 different specialism, which is forensic accounting, taxation, forex investment, and internal audit. Okay, so these are the 4 accounting finance programs that we have. For banking and finance, we have the general banking finance, we have the investment and risk management, and we also have the latest one, which is the financial technology, fintech, which is pretty much related to the e-wallet, Bitcoin, what you call that? Yeah, e-wallet and Bitcoins and stuff like that. So these are some of the banking, finance, and also accounting finance programs that we have here. Of course, all these informations are actually available on our website. So you guys can just check it out.
All right. Okay. So thank you, Ms. Cynthia. Everybody, Ms. Cynthia over here from APU. And like she mentioned, APU, the website is very informative. Also, she is available here as well as with us and Mr. Aman as well. All right. So let's move forward to Ms. Sarah from University of Nottingham. University of Nottingham, again, is a branch university from the UK. So they have a branch in Malaysia. This is an official branch. And this is the International Student Recruitment Officer, Ms. Sarah. She is going to speak about the engineering programs that we have, they have here in Nottingham, Malaysia. Over to you, Ms. Sarah.
All right, thank you so much, Samir. Let me just pull up my slides. Okay. So hopefully you guys are looking at my screen now.
Yes.
Cool. So hi everyone, hope you guys are feeling good today. So I'm Sarah from the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. So I'm based at our campus in Selangor, which is about 1 hour from Kuala Lumpur. So I'll be talking about engineering courses as well as briefly about the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. So if you've got any questions, just pop it in the chat box as usual. So to start off, what is engineering? So you guys might heard of engineering as in everyday life. So it's basically an application of the science and maths to solve problems. So while scientists come up with discoveries using different kinds of elements in our life, engineers are the ones who use those discoveries and apply it in real life to solve problems and to make our life easier. So in broad terms, the engineering can be divided up into 4 major categories, so namely the civil, chemical, mechanical, and electrical. So the civil engineering is basically focused on building structures of all kinds, including highways, bridges, sanitation systems, and even entire cities. Chemical engineering have wider focus. So they don't only design and operate chemical plants that deal with refined oils and distill alcohol, but they also involve in food, medical, cosmetic industry as well. Mechanical engineering focus on anything that is moving. So for example, robots, machineries, cars, aeronautics as well. So it basically helps us to solve problems with distance, help us to lift up things that we human probably couldn't even be able to lift up, and probably to reach out places where we couldn't even reach out to. And then lastly, the electrical engineering, where it deals with devices and systems from microchips to mobile phones and even to larger scales like power systems that lights up the whole town. So even now, the engineering field has widened even more than before. It does not stop at those 4 categories. And there are different kind of branches under those four categories. So at Nottingham, Malaysia, we do offer those core engineering courses, as well as other unique combination of other areas as well. So for example, chemical and environmental engineering, students will study the conventional chemical engineering course, but in addition, they will study the environmental engineering as well. So what you will learn is basically you will learn how to minimize the environmental impact of any products of the companies that they are producing. And you might be aware of a lot of natural disasters that's happening around us right now, global warming, and environment has definitely become the major news right now. So it's a crucial time for us and even for future generations to help preserve the nature and keep our planet even longer. Other than that, we also offer Mechatronic Engineering. So it's basically a combination of mechanical, electronic, and artificial intelligence. So if you're interested in robotics, that's definitely one of the courses that you might want to check out. It is also a branch from the mechanical engineering. Other than that, you can't separate mathematics from engineering. So that's why we also have School of Mathematical Science under the faculty. So we also offer mathematics and management, mathematics and data science for students who are interested in that area. So all of our engineering courses are accredited by the professional bodies. For example, ICME, ESC, and IET were also recognized by the Washington Accord. By now, you might already have an idea about the career in the engineering course. So you can go into design team, management positions, as well as research and development. So for University of Nottingham, Malaysia, as mentioned by Samir, we are a branch from the University of Nottingham in the UK. In terms of recognition and ranking, we are part of the Russell Group University. So if you've never heard of Russell Group, it is basically a group of UK university that is focused on research and providing world-class education to students. In terms of ranking, we're top 20 UK university and ranked 103rd in the world in the latest US World University Ranking 2022. Malaysia Campus specifically has been awarded as the Best Career Center of the Year in 2019. So you will have support in terms of appointment and any support that you need to connect with companies that you're interested in throughout your academic year. And we are ranked, we have 8th in the UK for research power. We are awarded gold for teaching excellence framework, and this year Nottingham University has been awarded for the Sports University of the Year. So we do have a student association on campus that have about 80 different clubs and societies that you can join. They are also 100% run by the students, so it is definitely one of the highlights during your study. So looking towards the subject ranking, our electronic and electrical engineering ranked 2nd in the UK, chemical engineering 3rd, civil and mechanical engineering ranked 14th in the UK. So for our Malaysia campus, we do have several types of classes that our students go to. So for small classes like labs, workshops, we've got 1 to 16.4 staff to student ratio. And our campus has a very diverse campus community. Our staff and students come from about 85 different countries. Currently, we have 5,500 students, 25% are international. Students from Middle East are in fact our top 5 students at the campus. So these are the aerial view of our campus in Semuanya, Selangor. So currently we've got 2 faculty, Faculty of Arts and Social Science and Faculty of Science and Engineering. So if you'd like to check out our courses other than engineering, you can check out on our website. And we also have specifically research building for engineering, as you can see on your top left. And then other teaching center, labs, teaching facilities, digital media as well for our students. And then we also have on-campus accommodation inside the campus. So it seems huge on your screen, but it's just within walking distance, probably around 5 minutes from your accommodation to the faculty building. And then we also have a complete a sports complex within house swimming pool, and a lot kind of courts, squash, tennis, badminton, you name it, and huge field at the back. And we also provide shuttle bus for our students if you like to go out to nearby town or nearby train station to go to Kuala Lumpur directly. So our students does not only being taught by leading researchers, but they also are exposed with industrial partners that we have. So for example, engineering students, we've got MOU with the Motorola Solutions Malaysia, where they have R&D projects with our UG and PG students. Our students will also have annual guest lecture by industrial partners, for example, PwC, Motorola, and Intel. Other than that, they also learn beyond their classroom. So they do go out to do industry visits. For example, they go to the site, they go to a lot of competitions, workshops, seminars, just to get a better idea about the real world after they complete their study, and also to build up networks after they complete the degree. Another interesting part about our course, they can complete it fully in Malaysia, or they can also spend part of their academic study in our UK or China campus. So if they go for the exchange, they still pay Malaysian campus fee. And then other than our UK and China campus, we also have partner university around the world as well. And the selection will be based on the academic score and the quota of the campus that the students want to go. Students might want to check on the programs as well, as it is only available for certain program. So how can you enroll with this? Typically, we look at your latest qualification. So for example, IGCSE, you can go for the 3 semesters foundation program. In duration will be 1 year. You need at least 1 A in maths and 4 Bs, including physics. Other than that, if you have A level, you can directly go to our Bachelor of Engineering or Masters of Engineering. You need to have at least 3 Bs, including your maths and physics. Other than that, you also have to meet our English requirements. So typically, if you take the IELTS, it will be 6.0. But if you've done your IGCSE English subjects, we can accept that one as well. In terms of duration, so for our foundation, it will be 1 year duration. Undergraduate will be 3 or 4 years, depending which program that you want to enroll to. So for postgraduate, typically it's 1 year. If you go for a research program, it will be varies, typically around 3 years for PhD, for example. For scholarships, we do offer partial scholarships for our students. So if you have 7 A's in O level or 3 A's in A levels, you can get 25% off from your first year tuition fee. And then once you enroll with us, you can get the scholarship namely the Dean Saxon Scholarship at the point of progression for each academic year. So basically, if you perform really well in your school each year, you can get a scholarship each year as well. That's 25% off from your tuition fee. So other than that, we also have alumni scholarship. Once you complete undergraduate, you probably might want to continue a master's or PhD, then we offer 10% off from the tuition fee. In terms of student life, one of the highlights that we have the tri-campus game. So it's like a sports day for our 3 international campuses. And each year we'll have different hosts. So for example, if that your host is UK, we do send our students to the UK campus to compete in the games. And then we also have Nations Cup. So that's basically a day where all of the international students gather and represent their country to compete in the games. So there's a wide variety of sports, and I think one of the most active ones would be football and rugby. So you might want to check that out. So yeah, so we're on social media as well. So you can check out our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube if you would like to find out more about our schools and department. And that's my email address if you'd like to ask anything, maybe other entry requirements that the one I mentioned, or anything about the uni really. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Sarah, for such a good introduction about Nottingham. All these students that we have gathered over here for my panelists, all these students are new to education in Malaysia. That is why we are getting very basic questions. Also, they had already sent us a few questions about finance, about engineering. So this was very basic. And as all your students have seen, our panelists here have given their own contacts. Our contacts are also going to be available to you. We are going to be emailing you all this as well. Moving forward from this, I received a few questions for you, Ms. Sarah. There was a question, please explain your foundation program.
Okay, sure. So for our foundation program, it is very specific towards the degree that students want to do. So for example, if students want to do engineering, we offer foundation in engineering, but other than that, we also have foundation in business, foundation in arts and education, and foundation in science. But the good thing about foundation in engineering is they cover quite a lot more on the analytical and quantitative skills. So students who complete foundation in engineering, they also have the flexibility to do degree in other faculties. So for example, they can go into science, computer science, for example. They can go into business, they can go into psychology program even. So that's the kind of flexibility they have. Also, in comparison to duration. So for example, foundation is just 1 year compared to if you do A-level, take you 2 years. And also our foundation provides direct progression to the undergraduate. So that'd be a good thing.
Yes. All right. Okay. So in the whole light of foundation, can I know what is your requirement for foundation for American degree program students?
Okay. So for American high school diploma, they can do the 2 semesters foundation, typically GPA 3.0, as well as they need to have maths as usual for engineering.
All right. Okay. And your requirement is similar? SAT is required. Is there something, some specific stuff?
We don't currently accept any SAT score, so only the American high school diploma.
All right. Okay. We also previously we had a question about the engineering program. About aeronautical. We have seen that you don't have it, but you mentioned something about aeronautical engineering. Can you please explain about that?
Okay. We don't offer aeronautical engineering, but the ones that we offer, probably other than the core engineering programs that students might want to check out, would be the mechatronics. So that is on the robotics side. It involves artificial intelligence, electronics, and mechanical combination. Yeah. So for example,
how about medical? Are you providing medicine? Yeah. Because we have students who want to apply for medicine in Nottingham as well. Samad?
Sir, Nottingham does not provide medicine currently.
Currently no. Only
Yeah,
for,
it is.
okay.
It is not in the Malaysia campus.
So only we have what's on the campus? Okay, right. In Nottingham, yeah, I really forgot that. Okay, thank
but
you.
we do offer biomedical science.
Biomedical science,
Yeah. So basically, if the students is interested in medical, but they don't really want to be a doctor, but they are very
So we have
interested
only Newcastle, I believe, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle
Yes,
is
sir.
offering medicine.
Yes.
Oh, we forgot to bring them here.
Yes.
Next time.
Yes, next time.
fine.
All right. Okay. So let me just thank our panelists over here. Thank you so much, all 3 universities who are present. Taylor's was not able to come back to the conversation. No problem there. Thank you very much, all our panelists, University of Nottingham, Swinburne University, APU University. Thank you for your time. As you mentioned, it was 10. I believe now it's 10:45, correct? In Malaysia. Thank you for staying awake for us. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the students, we are going to be providing this video to Rawat students. It's going to be on your website in a few days' time. Other than that, we have your email IDs, the students who have attended, as well as previously who have registered. We will be talking to you and sending all these information to your emails directly. Besides that, I'll just give a brief overview. This whole webinar was about 4 different subjects covering almost everything. The first one was medicine with Taylor's University, medicine specifically MBBS. The second one was Swinburne University with computer science and IT. The third one was APU, which is Asia Pacific University, speaking about business, economics, and finance. Last was the Nottingham University of Malaysia, Malaysia Campus, and Miss Sarah was speaking about engineering over there. If you have any questions, students, we are still open. Our chat room is still open. Mr. Aman is still there. Yes, Mr. Aman, you wanted to say something?
Yes. First of all, let me thank everyone who have attended today. It's our pleasure to welcome you. And secondly, Ms. Summer told that we have only few universities and representatives, but I believe ENGA represents almost every university in Malaysia and almost every program. So these are not really the universities, but these are some of the best we chose for today. But definitely these are some of the best. But if you guys still have some set of questions related to different universities and different programs, you can reach me on my email or my WhatsApp or in Summer, or we have 2 EMG representatives here, Ms. Amina and Ms. Nisa. You can check any of the number and you can contact them. We are more than happy to assist you in your program. Yeah. Okay,
All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to put something into your point of view over here. All universities here have Instagram accounts, they have YouTube accounts, as well as they had provided their email IDs and contact details. We also have Instagram accounts and YouTube. Our YouTube channels, I'm speaking in general with Malaysia. Our YouTube channels tells you about the campuses. They tell you about how the life in Malaysia is going to be. So it's very informative. YouTube is becoming an information hub for a lot of students. So please do check us out. We will be providing everything again, like I've mentioned. Thank you all for this. Thank you, our participants, for coming, all students. If we have no more questions, I believe almost everything was answered. You can take note of our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube accounts. We are available with the Saudi numbers. There were 2 Saudi numbers provided to you. Ms. Nisa as well has an email ID. She's in Malaysia. I believe Ms. Nisa is not providing her WhatsApp number, but it's all right. Our WhatsApp numbers are going to be the Saudi numbers, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much, everyone. And have a nice night, I believe. Night. All right. Okay. Thank you all. All right. So students, let's just say if you can turn on your cameras, let's just take a picture, guys. Come on. In the spirit of being together in this internet world. All right.
Yeah, okay.
I believe all the
I will need a
panelists are
moment
here.
to promote them to become a panelist first.
Yeah.
So can
Sure,
you
to make
guys?
this
Okay.
panelist, yeah.
Yeah. So
all
maybe
right.
should I'll take a minute. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay. In the meantime, I will just speak while Ms. Nisa is working on this. I'll
Sure.
speak about the foundation program. The foundation program, I have received a few questions about it. Foundation program, all universities are 1 year. Foundation program is for students who are going after O levels, or students who have received a little lower grades. Also, it's a way of students to get to know Malaysia. Most students who actually go to Malaysia, they are transitioning between school and going into university. Both are very different level of education, both are very different level of teaching. So that transition is made very easy with different foundation programs provided by the universities. I myself am a university graduate from Malaysia, Miss Amina here, as well as Miss Nisa. All of us I did not do a foundation. I studied in Manarat International. I went to Malaysia, a little bit hard to get used to the analyticals, like Ms. Sarah at the end, she mentioned that analytical writing is like taught in foundation. That is actually, all right, that is actually very important for students in their first year, second year, moving forward. Ms. Lisa, were we able to do something?
Yeah. I
Yes,
think,
we tried, and those
Okay.
who don't want is fine.
All right.